glad on this show, which can only mean one thing. It's time for putting on the glitz. Oh, Vicky Gill is here! I just seen Greg Rutherford's in the house. Hello, darling. Oh, we'll come and say hello to him later. We must talk about OT's dress last week, because we talked about it when you were in.
Yeah.
And it was going to be sort of trousers or little shorts.
OT requested trousers, and I was going for shorts.
Yeah.
Neither of us won that battle. We ended up with a cycling short underneath. But why do we want to cover those fantastic legs?
I know.
I mean, come on,
so
OT.
good. And she is so clever with them.
Yes.
Love it. I love seeing it, what happens after you talk about it. OK, take a walk with me, if you will. We can observe here, this is Molly's Paso dress.
Beginnings
it's
of
gorgeous.
Molly's Paso dress.
Quite traditional.
Very traditional. We're always talking in the week and asking the professionals to drop in.
Sorry.
Down to my
All right, then, Molly. So I'll just do the screw up. There we go. All right, there, love. Yeah,
but AJ requested red and gold this week.
Yeah.
I'd already given someone a red, so I had to mix up the colours on Molly. So I've tried to grant
bit of bargaining there.
Yeah,
That's
a little
all
bit
right,
of bargaining. So what was important when we were doing this dress to make sure that we've got a very full skirt, so that there's lots and lots of volume when they lift it up and use their cape.
What do you call those? Is that
what
gave
do
them a
you
name,
call
didn't
them?
you?
You forget what they're called, don't you?
What was it?
Go Day. The Sunray Go Day.
Sunray Go Day. I love
We've got about 14 metres on the circumference, so she's got lots and lots of volume to be able to use within the dance.
Yeah.
Very delicate stoning. We'll probably increase that under here, but we're going to fit it first and then see how much we need to drop it down. These are SS12s this week, so really, really delicate.
People want stone size, people, if you're wondering what SS means. Gemma this week is doing a Viennese waltz. Look at this little number. What can you tell us about it?
Viennese waltz normally would have more volume in the skirt because there's lots of turning action. For Gemma, I don't think that we need that, so we've had 2 layers within our skirts this season, normally a circle. This week we've got a panel and goldets underneath with a circle on top, so we've changed it up a little bit.
And so they're not straight, but you've got 2 colours in there.
Yeah, when there's a stretch under, sometimes we need a non-stretch panel because they can catch their heel into it. So hopefully we'll not have any misdemeanours on Saturday
Yeah, we don't need to know misdemeanours. Thank you very much. And the stones, look at this,
we've got crystal,
work.
crystal AB. We'll ombre the stone colours down in these ribbons once we fit it.
When you say ombre, is that like hair where it goes from one colour to the other?
That's correct.
It is an official term.
It is now.
It is, OK. And let's have a look at your sketch for Debbie's Salsa, which her and Giovanni are very... Miss McGee. I love the look of this. What can you tell us about the detailing?
Very simple, 1 layer of mesh, so quite sexy for Debbie this week. The embellishment's starting above the bust line and coming over the hip, and then it'll fade on the thigh. But very light, more volume in the hem. We've got lots and lots of single frills. In one panel, I think we've got probably 6 to 12, so then that's times by 6 sections around the skirt. It might be a little bit heavy, but when we see her tomorrow, we'll be able to see whether she can
have a
use
little
it or not.
zhuzh around, is it?
Sometimes it works.
She's been top of the leaderboard 3 weeks in a row. Is that giving Debbie more confidence? The outfit's getting saucier. I mean, she's giving it all.
I think they do, but because I think when everybody's, their confidence really, really peaks. And why not? Because they're working hard, they're doing really well, they're looking great, so why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Also, there's a group dance for Remembrance Sunday.
Yeah.
And this is one of the outfits
sketches
for that. Just one of the sketches, yeah. Tell us, how do you go about sort of designing?
I love doing the group dance sections. There's a lot of work goes in. They start rehearsing in August, and then we refresh them every Monday. We're looking at the shapes, how many dancers are huddled together in different sections of the dance. But with Remembrance Weekend, it's really not about the sparkle. It's not about any of that. The routine this week is fantastic. We're all having a little tear when we watched it. It's
always a very emotional watch, isn't it?
So no sparkle. We're working with colour blocking, a 1940s vibe within the top. But it is Saturday night and it is live entertainment, so we've still got to have that fun and froth working through the costume.
Fantastic.
So it's a bit of a balance, but it's going to be fab.
And this is going to go out on Sunday night.
Sunday night,
on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Vicky Gill, we adore you.
Thank you.
Now, with the costumes almost ready, our pros have been busy whipping their partners into shape in the training room. Here's how Johnny and Oti and Gemma and Aliash have been getting on.
The foxtrot's quite a slow dance, so with any slow dance, it means that everything gets scrutinised to the max.
But nice, Johnny. Ballroom is more his thing, and to hope as we're going through it, it's getting better and better. Nice. That was the best one.
It is so technical. There's just many, many small details to it.
Do you feel it? Do you understand it? Do you know it?
Every step, there's a lot of things to think about.
He's really trying really hard, and he's looking okay.
1, 2, 2. This week we're doing Viennese Waltz, one of the hardest dances to maintain the posture and the frame.
Yeah. The minute I think I'm doing okay at the Viennese Waltz, something goes wrong.
1 and 2. It's okay, it's all right. The most difficult thing about Viennese Waltz is the rotation. You need to keep your feet on time. 1, 2, 3, 2.
I've got to stay flat whilst wearing heels and being on my toes, so it doesn't make sense to me.
Flat, 2, 3, flat, 2, 3.
It's a lot to remember, it's a lot to take in, so I have to trust and let him take the lead.
Of course you can do it.
Now, in between entertaining the nation every Saturday night, my next guests have got a lovely little sideline in painting and decorating. Roll up, it's Susan and Kevin.
You didn't sell this job, you gazumped it!
I would have loved a little bit more contraction, but this is definitely your dance. You are back. You did very well.
Susan and Kevin, everybody! Oh, hello, sir. I love your wave. Hello. It's the cutest wave. Happy birthday for Monday.
Thank you very much.
Was it glorious? And did Kevin spoil you?
Well, I was 43 on Monday, and for my present, I got to learn the tango, and it's probably the best birthday present I've ever had.
Oh, so I was hoping he might sort of roll in and jump out of a box.
No, I was hoping that would happen as well, but sadly, we just got down to business because it's a tango this week and it's quite tough. But I had a lovely birthday. I mean, what a great birthday present.
I know.
I've got her presents as well.
He has.
But I've sent them to her house, which is in Scotland. This is the first week we've been in London all week.
Oh,
so she hasn't got them
that
yet.
excuse.
So they're waiting for me.
They are. Yes. Oh, no, he's a good boy like that.
Yes.
Shirley said there, you were back. Did it feel like that with this dance for you, Susan?
It was great. It was great to have a really good, positive dance that the judges enjoyed because we work really hard on the dances and we do want to impress them. We really do. And it was really lovely, especially when Craig said we were improving. I mean, that's incredible.
That's all you need, isn't it?
And improving.
Improving. So, yeah, it was brilliant to come back and do a really good dance, I think, at the weekend, wasn't it?
Kevin, you made a right old mess at the end. Is that what your DIY... Is it like that when you do DIY at home?
You wouldn't want us coming round your house, but I'll tell you what, we do look good in some sparkly dungarees.
I have to say...
Lots of social media comments about this man's knees.
I know. We've never seen those knees. Good knees.
No.
I tell you what, there's nothing like a bejewelled dunga to show off some fancy footwork.
I know, I've worn dungarees in my life before, Zoe, but never like that.
I
think Vicky and the team really excelled themselves this week.
They really did. Please tell me you've kept them for fun days out with the family.
We wear them all the time. Just relax around the house in our sparkly dungarees.
They're so good. Also, you were praised for the synchronicity in this dance, which is so key. You worked so hard on that, didn't you? You put in the hours there.
Absolutely, put in the hours. It sounds really strange, but we are kind of working as one. It is really strange.
You are dancer.
We are
rather than dancers.
Dancer.
Yeah.
It was incredible because we were doing it exactly the same time, and it's partly just spending kind of 8 weeks working constantly with each other. We do everything at the same time now, practically.
Yeah. Cups of tea.
Of tea.
Trips to the... No. Craig doubled your score.
I know.
Not only did he say improving, he doubled it. He mentioned a bit of flat-footedness. Kev, what do you say to that?
Oh, you know, Craig. Craig had one of them nights, didn't he? Well, I mean, it's his job, you know. He's always going to pick up on. He's always going to pick up on things, and he really goes for those details. I think more than the other three. So if you give him an inch, he'll go straight for it and say, "This is what was wrong with it," which is his job.
I'll take it.
The fact that he said that we've improved and he doubled our score. That's great for us.
Absolutely,
it's good. And obviously, at this point in the competition, you need those points, don't you? Because it's getting so tight and tricky on the leaderboard.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well, because obviously this week's sort of heading into Blackpool. This is
a
really, really, really important week.
You are a veteran of Blackpool, Kev, aren't you?
So what we've done this week, we wanted to give ourselves no excuses. We didn't want to be in a position where they can go, you've let the theme overtake the dance, which has been a comment of ours before, or it's got a bit wild and out of control. We have gone for the entire dance is content.
Yeah. Right.
There's no gimmicks. This is pure ballroom dancing. And I think Susan can do that because she's becoming a ballroom dancer the more this competition goes on. So we're taking it really seriously this week.
Good.
There's passion, Zoe.
There is passion.
There's passion. We're finally letting the genie out of the bottle, Zoe. It's what the British public have been waiting for.
It's what they've been waiting for. Everyone's like, goody,
passion
goody.
between Kevin and I.
Oh, goody. And actually, we'll talk more a little about your tango in a moment. The great thing is you are definitely entertaining each other in the training room. This is adorable.
Oh, no.
We do have a brilliant time in the training room. A little chat, a little talk about me? You saying something? Huh? Have a little chit-chat? Susan's just been cracking up every time I speak to her. Just laughing our heads off.
The lunacy, it just sets in.
Yeah.
You are doing your very passionate tango to a complete banger. Let's hear it. Yes. Come on, Katy Perry. Are you going to let your colours burst?
Yes, yes. This is a very special song because it's kind of about not believing in yourself, but going for it, and it's all about kind of having one night to prove you're good enough. So we're going to try it.
I didn't even listen to the lyrics before. I just
The lyrics are incredible because it's about kind of let your colours shine for one night and prove you can do it.
Own the night, go and show them what they're worth.
Yeah.
We thought it would be fitting for the qualifying round for Blackpool.
Yeah.
I know, Blackpool. Also, to go from jive to tango, that's quite a mood change. That's a lot of, the whole sort of, Latin to ballroom. How's the transition gone this week?
Well, like I say, we want to sort of take it really seriously and not throw too much sort of stuff at it. And I think this is the first time that you'll have seen us in that sort of zone, because everything that we've done so far has been kind of light and sort of joyous and happy and fun. And this is the first time you're going to see a more serious side of us.
Yes, determined.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not serious. It's just saying this is what we're doing. If you like us, vote for us, and we'll get through to Blackpool. So it's about proving to people we can dance.
Yeah, I'm really adamant that I want people to see that Susan is a dancer.
Yeah.
Because I think because she was a comedian coming on the show, people probably assumed that that's what it was going to be like. It was going to be funny routine after funny routine. And I want to show that Susan is an awesome dancer. She's really good. And I really want to put a routine together to show everyone that this week.
It's making me very, very excited to see it. Obviously, you've got to follow Debbie doing a tango last week and getting those scores. I mean, does that put any extra pressure, or you just go...
No, absolutely not. Debbie did a fantastic tango last week, brilliant scores. Our tango's entirely different to that, and I think the difference in tone from what we've done before is really the kind of important part of it, that we're really determined to show people that we can do it. I've loved it.
Have you?
I've loved looking all serious and looking at Kevin all like, I like you.
Oh, I know that passion. I can't wait. Susan and Kevin, I think it's going to be glorious. Good luck, my darling.
Thank you very much.
Exciting. And that's all we have time for tonight. A huge thank you to all of my guests. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at the earlier time at 6 o'clock for a special hour-long special. Johnny and OT, Gemma and Aliash, Nick Knowles, Anna Richardson, Jeremy Vine and The Cause. That's who's coming on. Good night.